Waka waka waka, what's up? And we are back for another review. Today on the review table is the Neca Real Toys Robocop. Of course, the Robocop to be taking after the first movie, the Paul Verhoeven film, one of my favorite films. So this is kind of a moment for me. You'll have to forgive me. I had these toys as a child. Of course, they were based off the animated series, and to watch these coming out again is just absolutely awesome. I mean, obviously, you know, different toy manufacturer and more true to the movie versus the animated series. A little bit extra in the articulation department. We'll get to that, but I am just over the moon with joy to have these figures back out again. It's absolutely great. I mean, unfortunately, I can't find my original toys, and that is a bummer, but super glad to see these out again. Yes, I know that Hot Toys has one out. I believe they're coming out with another one for the third movie. We're not going to get too into that because that is quite that's quite expensive, but they do look worth it. But either way, we're going to dig into this guy right now. So first off, let's start off with the packaging. Now, I'm only going to breeze through the packaging real quick. I did go over this a bit more in depth during the unboxing. I put a link to the description down below. Be sure to check that out. But right now, let's get down to the box. Let me move Mr. Alex Murphy in robot form off the table. Set up the camera there, and there it is. Got that nice scene that's right off the box from the movie. Part man, part machine, all cop. Neca Real Toys. Backside got some product shots. And yeah, so very nice look at the box. And let's get right down to the figure. Let's get a look at Robocop himself. Of course, that nice shot from the movie. He's got kind of you can notice the little coloration there as lights hits of that nice pearlescent coloration. Straight out of the movie as well. Again, you remember the scene where he's walking through the police station. You can see it flowing all through the arms. This is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Going all the way around to the back. Nice black, like a very nice shiny black paint coming around. Got the hands there. Trigger finger, kind of grab hand, then moving down to the feet. Got his little forks right here at the knees. You can see the nice molded detail for the leg hinges. Oh, we'll get to this in a minute. I didn't even know this had this. I didn't read too much in the Big Bad Toy Store thing when I bought it. I was just looking for another Robocop figure to buy. So again, that is a very nice look. Very nicely decorated figure. Again, if you're just looking to do what I did and upgrade, wow, this thing just very, very nicely done. So let's talk about his articulation, and I'm going to start off real quick with a disclaimer about this guy. First off, pretty much everything Robocop could do in the movie, you saw him being rather mobility limited. I mean, it was the 1980s when they made the film, so this guy is pretty much that. So don't get your hopes up for anything. Again, if this is not, if you want something super articulated, this is not your figure. This will do probably the bare minimum. This is a slight step up from the toy from the 80s. So let's get right down to it. The head is on a ball joint. It'll go all the way around. And ball joint looks up a little bit, looks down quite a bit, almost kind of looking straight at you. The arm, it does come out a little bit, goes in a little bit. Same thing for the other side. Looks like this one is out just a little bit more than the other side. Not sure why that is, if it's good to give clearance or something. Again, this arm out like that. Arm can go all the way around. Has an elbow joint. Gets you slightly less than 90. He has it on both hands, so it'll get you a nice shooting shot. That's about it. The hands. Let me turn the light on real quick here. It might be hard to see. The hands do rotate all the way around. And again, I'm going to do this hand separately. I'll tell you why a little bit later. The legs on this joint. You can get full back, full front, a little bit more, and they kind of angle outwards. And they do have a little bit of ball joint movement in and out. This one a little less than the other. Knees, they are ratcheted. So again, get you just under 90. Now, this is cool. The feet. Check the feet out. So the feet, you go down, and it's got this little hydraulic cylinder. It's pushing up, go up. There it goes. Look, it's coming out. So again, that is too cool. That is some nice. It's just a small gimmick on the articulation, but that is nice attention to detail right there. And before we move on, he also does have a waist swivel. And he does have kind of a torso crunch. You can kind of see that right there. It's just a little bit, almost negligible. So, got those as well. And Robocop, he does, of course, this one comes with accessories, quite a few of them. So let's get right down to it. He does, of course, come with his Auto 9 pistol, cast in a nice black there, right there. And you can put that in his hand. He'll hold it just fine. Even got the little cutout for the trigger finger. Down just a little bit. And there you go. He'll hold that up. Just a nice little light piece of plastic. And of course the gun does get a nice blast effect. So you can put that on there. It only goes in one way. It fits in with this small peg. Just fits in right on the front of the gun. There we go. Gives a nice little blast effect there. That looks really cool. Just has that little exploding effect that had in the movie. That really like that. Additionally, let us show something else. He does. Let's get the pistol out of his hand. Speaking of the pistol, and again, I didn't even know this had this. Push this trigger here, and his leg does open up. It will hold the pistol. So let's slide that in there. What you want to do is you have this peg right here. You want to get it around the holster. You want to get it in the trigger of the gun. It's a little bit hard to see. I will do my best to show it. And you kind of want to make sure it's up towards the end. You got to watch out. It's not the greatest design in the world. And you got to push in on the bit. And there it goes inside. And then what you want to do is you can push just slightly in. You want to make sure that it's got clearance here. And it will close just fine. So you can hide the gun. You can store the gun in Robo's leg. That is just too cool. Again, I did not know that this was going to be available on this figure. And I got the battle damage one. You'll see that in another review. It does not have this feature, so I was just blown away when this figure did that. Super awesome. Next up... He does, of course, also come with an alternate hand. And this, of course, has his little insertion, his USB drive that he had in the movie that he also got Clarence in the neck with. And to change that out, just pull this, just pull it out. Yeah, got to give it a little bit of muscle. And just straight up. And there you go. So now Robo can lock into any computer system and get that going. He does also come with an alternate face sculpt. Of course, his Alex Murphy head. Actually, they got that face sculpt pretty nice. A big old Peter Weller forehead. Got the nice gold. I believe it's kind of the vocal processor right there. Nice detailing around the back. I mean, for what this figure is, the detailing just absolutely superb. Really, really nice. I like it a lot. So again, this is just super cool. And to change this out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull his head off. First time's always the hardest. Luckily, that was not the first time. And just pop it right on. And there you go. This one's a bit more silent. The head with the helmet on is that gives a nice good pop in, and you get that look going for RoboCop. His helmet without his helmet, just like at the end of the movie. And lastly, he does come with the Cobra Assault Cannon. Bang, bang, right here. Now, unfortunately, real quick, just some details about the gun. It does have this nice vinyl strap right here. We'll get to this in just a minute. It does come with the little, the little assisted stands. Be careful with these. I broke mine off. You can see on this side right here. It is a very thin, flimsy piece of plastic holding it on. I'm probably never even going to use this. I'm probably never even going to use this gun. Just because you can't get the accurate stance with it. But just be advised, mine broke off. It's very negligible to me. Doesn't really hinder the figure for me because again, I'm not going to use this. And what you can do, you can, let's get this over his arm, and you can put it over his head like this, and you could have the gun on his back, slung over his back like that. Or if you want, he can also hold the gun. Yes, why wouldn't he be able to? And what you can do is you kind of got to go in through the top and just snake his arm and make sure that the stock is more towards the inside of his arm. And he holds that up just fine. Very cool looking, but again, I'm probably just going to give him, I like him better with his Auto 9. Of course, use this to stop ED-209 towards the end of the film. And real quick, for comparison, let's back him off because we're going to need quite a bit of room to get both of them on screen together. There he is with the Neca Real Toys ED-209. We will do a review on him at some other point. And yeah, that scale kind of works out for me. Again, the ED-209 was kind of ducking down in the film just a little bit. So maybe ED-2... could probably stand Robocop to just be a little bit taller, but I'm okay with that. So there is that for you. And one thing I do want to talk about box related, he does come with a little display out of the box. Nice little street pose right there. So you can, this is just going to fall over. Let's see if we can't get Robocop situated there. And yeah, it's just kind of falling back. But he does come with that nice little out-of-the-box display. So you could have that going right there. Pretty cool. So, let's summarize this figure just a little bit. Again, that is Neca Toys Robocop. Overall, this figure is, I'm down with it. I'm okay with it. He's not great on articulation. Some of the accessories are a little bit on the chintzy side, but he does have quite a bit of the nostalgic hit. You know, the gun, his leg holster opening up, the nice blast effect, the paint on the figure, again, all that little stuff that just, for me personally, tugs at my heartstrings. So I'm overall pretty okay with this figure. Happy to add it to my shelf. If you want one of your own, feel free to check out Big Bad Toy Store. I've got a link to it in the description down below. Also, feel free to hit them up for any other action figure or toys needs that that you may have. That being said, I am trying to build up this channel, being better every day. If you have a suggestion for me, leave it in the comments down below. I swear I am working on stuff. Looking to improve every single time I do a video, so feel free to leave those suggestions. If you feel up for subscribing, please do that. Hit the like button, hit the little bell icon. I gotta check to make sure I even have one. And with that being said, I have been SC Finch. Thank you so much for watching. Stay out of trouble.